we are asking you, just need one. Anybody listening right now who has proposed to someone and got rejected or was proposed to and said no?
And I'm thinking if you proposed and they said no to you, that's going to hurt the most. Than being the one that just says no. That's awkward.
Oh, yeah.
That's awkward for them.
That's
but
the easy part
the
for
pain.
you. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's hard, but I mean, it's not as hard as like you went out, you bought a ring, you really thought this person was going to say yes, and then they gave you a no.
Unless there's a half-assed proposal, like you woke up, this
Let's
get married. Pretty bird.
Let's get married.
Let's do it. Let's get married.
Yeah, and or like
That's
one of these
not
like
a proposal.
randoms, like in some public place, a guy that you're not even dating is like, I've loved you since I met you last week, and I'd like to marry you. That doesn't count.
Well, that's a psycho.
We're talking about
Yeah, that's
actual
creepy.
relationships where the person thought you would say yes and you did not. Jessica, good morning. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hi, good morning. How are y'all doing?
We're
Awesome.
great. Jessica, tell us your story.
Okay, so I had a guy that I was dating for about maybe 9-10 months. Everything was going good. We had all the same friends, so we all hung out together. I thought it was perfect. He had a good job. We're good. He started moving, a little bit faster. He wanted to give me the key to his apartment, his car, like everything. So I'm like, okay, no big deal. Out of nowhere, he just like pulled me aside one day and just tells me that I was just like the perfect person for him. Let's get married.
So that's how I said,
Did he
let's
have-
get
did he
married.
have a
Not will
ring?
you marry me with a ring.
No. He was just like that. He wanted to get married. He didn't have a ring. He's like, I just want to get married. I want to marry you. We could go shopping, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, and I felt so bad because I used the whole, it's not you, it's me.
And this at 9
But-
months in, Jessica, you said? 9
So he
months?
was just trying to
Yes,
fast track
yes.
the relationship. He was moving too fast.
Why didn't he get a ring?
Oh, very much.
Just get a
Like
ring.
I said, I had access to his key, to the apartment, his car, everything.
So what exactly, did y'all break up after that? Or he was like, oh, okay, you want to think about it a little bit?
Yeah, yeah. We eventually did. He was so devastated. He went back to our friends and did the whole whining, crying that I broke his heart, that I didn't want to marry him. And of course, naturally, all of our friends are like, why would you do this? And I'm like,
Because
I'm
he
just not feeling it.
half-assed it.
Why would people say that
He
to
didn't
you?
have a ring.
But why would someone go up to you and ask you why would you do that? It's like
like
it's
you're
you.
obligated.
You don't
to
know. I mean, it's a
date him.
painful situation.
Yeah.
You don't know what
It's
happens
not like
behind
saying
closed
you
doors.
refuse
Not
seconds on
obligation.
some home-cooked meal.
Yeah,
you
this is really
refuse to share your life with someone that you're not feeling it.
And you're
Come
being
on.
pressured by friends? That's not good friends.
So Jessica,
Yeah.
how long, was it like a week and y'all knew it was like done, or the next day he just was like, okay, this is over?
It was like within that week. Because like I said, after I told him no and he went and did his little fit, I found out that he was like crying everyone that I told him no, that I broke his heart. So the girls I was hanging out then would call me, why would you do this? He's such a good guy. And I'm like, I'm just not feeling it. It's not going to happen. So after that, I was like, no, I'm sorry. You've got to go.
It's not like you were opposed to the concept of marriage. You just thought it was too fast.
But yeah, if you have to be talked into it by your friends, then
Ooh.
that's not a good sign.
No.
I'm sorry, you don't have a ring? It doesn't count.
No, that's not a proposal.
Yeah, that was more like a thought.
Like if you're just
Hey,
saying
let's
it.
get
That's
married.
pontificating about the future.
let's
That's
get
not
married.
a proposal.
Unless you don't have the money and you're trying to, I'll get you a ring when I can afford one day.
Yeah. Well, then you get like some kind of like cheap Cracker Jack ring, and
Crackerback? What's
They
that?
don't have those
Cracker
anymore.
Jack type. You know what I mean? Like some kind
Yeah.
of like cheap placeholder, and say, when we
promise ring.
when we get to
Oh,
that
yeah,
point,
promise
I will
ring. I
buy
remember
you the
those.
real
The
ring.
promise ring.
But the guy should get down on one knee. You should propose like honorably, not just like, hey, you want to get married?
Yep.
Jessica, thanks for sharing your story. I want to talk to Ace because Ahmad starred Ace's story.
Okay.
And that means go to this call.
If you get a star from Ahmad, that's
And the
means
question
you're
was,
bringing it.
who listening right now has rejected a proposal or proposed to someone and they said no? Hi, Ace. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how's it going?
Good.
morning.
What's up, Ace?
So were you the one? Like, tell us the situation.
I've never known a female ace. That's always
cool.
like a guy's name. That's cool.
Thanks. So in college, or back in my 20s, I was working at this little independently owned restaurant. It was my best friend's uncle that owned it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just kind of there helping out while they were getting started, and there was this manager there. And he was very, very flirtatious with me, very, very inappropriate. And I was very friendly and young, and, he's my manager. So I would flirt with him, and we had, even a meal together there at the restaurant. And 3 weeks in, he gets down on one knee in front of the entire restaurant with one of those little, like, he had, like, made a little fake ring out of foil.
Oh, God.
And,
What? Hold on. Y'all aren't even dating, though.
No.
No,
He's
you're
the
not.
manager. He's the manager.
They had
You're
a
the
dinner.
manager, and you're not even dating him. And he's just
Correct.
flirtatious with you, but you are not reciprocating the flirtation, correct?
Well, she
No, she said
flirted.
she flirted back.
Oh.
I flirted
She's
back
friendly.
a little, yeah.
Did you ever
Yeah.
did you ever
Friendly,
kiss this
like,
man?
friendly, casual workplace flirting, you know?
Had you ever kissed him?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's going for it.
Like, no.
Sounds like a lawsuit.
No, because the only time we were ever around each other was at work.
Oh, okay.
That ain't proposal. That's sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So he does what with
he gets down
foil?
on one knee, with a little ring made out of foil, and one knee in front of the restaurant, and he's like, "Will you marry me?" And I'm like, I just froze, and I was like, no.
oh, shoot.
In front of a lot of people, or is it like after shift and y'all are
Yes.
alone?
No, it was like 12:30 in the middle of the day on a Saturday. There was like
What a moron.
It was a very small restaurant.
Yeah.
So there was only 2 customers besides the staff.
Oh,
and my
good.
best
They're
friend just,
witnesses.
had this.
So you can sue him for
Look of-
harassment.
So he gets down on his
I
knee in the
don't know,
middle of the lunch shift and asks you to marry him, and you just look at him blankly and say, no.
And then,
That's what he
So
said.
how did you stay? Did you have to quit the job?
you had to go back
after
to
that?
work right then and start
I did.
slinging food?
I had to. So afterwards, I said no, and then I walked away from him, went to the register, and I took off my apron. And I said I quit, and I walked out. And then the owner called me. My best friend's uncle called me and was like, "What happened?" And I was like, "Well, he proposed to me in front of everybody, and there are witnesses, so I'm not making it up."
Uh-huh.
And he's like, "Wow, did y'all have a relation?" I was like, "No, I don't. He doesn't. I don't even have his phone number."
Oh, my God.
He
is
should have.
creepy.
That guy should have been fired, and you should have been reinstated.
Yeah, did they do that? Did they fire him?
No, well, the restaurant ended up closing down shortly after that, but
Oh, okay.
so it wasn't.
And they
I
wouldn't
don't-
fire
I
him because
don't-
he's the uncle.
No, they didn't
Family,
fire.
right?
They
No,
didn't
the
fire.
uncle's.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. So the restaurant was
Yeah.
being run poorly if the guy's proposing to
He's too
employees.
busy.
In the middle of the shift.
He's busy.
Well, I'm going to put a star on that one, too, because it wasn't like y'all were in a relationship and you actually, like, devastated the man. This is just such a random, like, hi, just because I smiled at you twice.
What's
now you
creeper?
got down on one knee in front of strangers and said,
creepy.
let's get married.
Somebody said they're getting
That is so
engaged this
crazy.
weekend. Where'd that text go?
Somebody said tinfoil ring. What
Yeah, they're
was it?
getting engaged on
Freebirds?
Saturday.
Yeah, where's it?
But that's all I saw.
But do they know?
Something about it's kind of weird you're doing this topic. And
Yes, because they're getting engaged
they
Saturday.
must know if they said Saturday, unless they're the guy or girl that's going to ask them to marry
Oh.
them.
Or did we just spill some tea
Let
that
me
we
see.
shouldn't have?
Where's it at?
Hold on, let's
Say
see.
who
There's
the
another
person
one,
is.
too.
This person said, I tried calling, but I'm going to be late for work. I told my baby daddy, now single from him 6 years. He did a tattoo for a ring. Definitely rejected his cheap ASS, she said.
Well, you can't take that off.
And then this one, I think it's broken up.
Not
Because y'all
without
text us
pain.
and sometimes it breaks up. It says, I didn't exactly say no, but I said I'm not ready yet. We were young. He proposed again a year later, and now we've been married 40 years.
Wow.
Whoa.
So you can come back from a rejected proposal on that one.
And do you have to end it if you reject it?
I mean, it's kind of
Or
awkward.
can't you just
if
say no,
don't.
but I want to keep dating you. I'm not ready yet.
I think in this case of the texter that's been married 40 years, if they were so young, it was quite mutual. Like, yeah, we're probably like 18.
Don't most of us guys that propose, we kind of know like 90%?
Well,
You should.
Maybe
I think-
100%?
I think
You
those-
should know.
You kind of
That
have
they're going to
those-
say yes?
You kind of have
Yes.
those discussions during the course of your relationship. Is this something
Oh
that you
my
can see us
God.
Ring
doing?
shopping or something? I don't know. I always
Yes,
see couples doing that.
absolutely.
You don't
You
go
should
in blind. If you're going in
definitely-
blind, you're the restaurant manager.
But sounds like a lot of guys are delusional from
Yeah,
what we've
just-
heard
Yes,
Yeah,
on the
texters
phone.
are-
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
Here's
so.
that text, Sam and Eric. I
you
just
find
found
it?
out. It's crazy. This is y'all's segment today because I just found out that my boyfriend is proposing to me on Saturday. Well, how
how'd you
did you
find
find
out?
out? And are you
Who
is he not
spoiled the
supposed?
secret?
Are you not supposed to know? And now you're like
She probably
freaking
found
out.
like the ring someplace.
We need more information. We need more information. 37530.
Could you
More
do that, Roula?
information. What?
Like, say you found out Tassos had the ring,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Could
knew
you
it was
sit
going
on
to
it?
be on Friday.
Oh,
Would you be like,
could you fake surprise?
yeah, would you be able to fake it, or would you be like, I knew it?
no, I don't know how I would.
Would you ever
react,
tell him down the
honestly, Because
road?
I'm not a very good liar. I think you see it in my face. But I would I tell him down the road that I knew.
Yeah, or then.
Oh,
even.
you would. I know you.
I just feel like I wouldn't be able to hide it. He would know
Yeah.
that I knew.
Yeah, you'd be
And
like
here's the
acting
thing,
weird.
When I did get engaged, because we have talked about this before, most women feel like it's like this white noise takes
Yes,
over.
I don't know what Mark said.
Yeah, you don't remember what they say. And I remember when we drove to the place where he wanted to propose to me, and that's when I knew. I go, oh my God, what are we doing here? Because it was closed. And he drove right up. It was the piazza that Nino's, Gruppino di Nino, and Vincent's was in. It's been sold since, and I think it's turning something else. But there's a piazza there. And we had a really great date there in our early time, like early relationship. So he drives right up to it where you can't really park there. And I was like, what are we doing here? Because they're closed.
Was he acting weird?
And then just the way he smiled. And he goes, I want you to get out of the car. And that's why I knew I started crying. Like, why, Sam? Why did we just start crying? We just start crying. I was like, oh my God. And then white noise. I don't
What if he
know
went
I
and
said.
decided to shoot and then let's go eat?
No.
Like, what?
No.
No.
Well, she said the restaurant's closed.
Yeah. It
I
was
thought the
very-
other one closed.
Well, he tried 2 different spots. He wanted to propose to me at Del Frisco's because that's the first time he ever saw me because I had to meet him there to go to dinner somewhere else. But they were closed for lunch. And then
Smart move.
You
You went
should
there
have done
first.
research. What a
I guess
silly
he was
Yeah.
nervous.
You know, you
And
can just
then-
go on your app and just says if
Yeah.
it's open.
Right?
Yeah.
It would have been really
2009,
This-
he was
there weren't
thinking it
apps
should
back
be open.
then like that.
Yeah, I don't know. In 2009, I don't know. But
Well, they had iPhones,
whatever.
so.
It's kind of funny.